Your company is truly a great company, and they really care about you as employees, and they really care about the dental industry, and we have to work together and help make the dental office a safer place. And you guys are an integral part of that. And as I also heard this morning, the customers are always first. Is that right? So we're going to do this for the customer, right? Are we right?
Right. Yes.
Okay. My goal here is we're going to try to make you guys the information source for the dental industry. So you guys are going to be top on the food chain as far as knowledge about radiation safety, what's going on with radiation in the United States, the radiation news. And I don't know if any of you have seen anything about digital overdoses in the news. From coast to coast, famous hospitals are over-radiating patients.
Hey Paul, did you hear about the radiation overdose in the LA Times this morning? Gosh, it sounds like the machine settings were off and people got too much. Some people got hurt. That's tragic.
According to recent articles in LA Times and New York Times, radiation exposure danger is at an all-time high. With many dental offices switching over to digital, childbearing-aged female X-ray technicians are often at times exposing themselves to 3 times the recommended annual amount of radiation. According to the LA Times, November the 9th, 2009, Cedars-Sinai Medical Center announced that 260 patients were exposed to high doses of radiation. Hospital officials have said the overdoses began in February 2008 after the hospital made an error while reconfiguring a scanner. The dosage, 8 times the programmed amount, appeared on technician screens during CT scans. Doctors also missed the problem. Experts say blind trust of medical machinery is a growing concern. Another LA Times article on December the 8th of 2009 reported that the US Food and Drug Administration has widened its investigation into radiation overdoses that patients have received, suggesting that the problem may be a nationwide issue. The agency announced that it is looking into possible overdoses at Providence St. Joseph Medical Center in Burbank and a hospital in Alabama. Providence St. Joseph is now the 3rd hospital in Los Angeles County under investigation. What we have discovered is that upon switching to digital X-rays, many technicians are staying in the room with the patient, taking many more times as many X-rays, and in some cases are unintentionally exposing themselves to 3 to 10 times the amount of allotted annual radiation limits. Most women performing X-rays in the dental office are of childbearing age, and many are becoming aware that radiation overexposure could cause birth defects, risk of miscarriage, cancer, tumours, and many other health problems. At 37 cents a day, the iCare Radiation Monitoring Badge is a cheap form of insurance for doctors to ensure their employees are safe. This is about $100 per year per person. We offer a quarterly, monthly, and 7-month fetal badge for pregnant women. In the state of California and many others, a radiation safety program is mandatory, similar to OSHA's previously mandated blood-borne pathogen program. Radiation monitoring badges are a vital part of a successful radiation safety program. Our new product is a USB badge which retails at approximately $160 a year, about the same price as our monthly or fetal badge service. The USB badge is the latest and greatest radiation monitoring badge on the market today, and your radiation amounts can be checked at your convenience on your Mac or PC. This green product eliminates cumbersome mailing of reports and badges and is on the cutting edge of modern technology. Keep your employees safe and wear badges.
You know, we're going to be safe in our office because we wear the iCare badge.
Keeping the dental office safe. iCare.
The interest in radiation safety is not only unique to dental, but stretches across the country and across different markets. In national news, cell phone radiation is found to cause brain tumors and behavioral problems. Famous hospitals from coast to coast have thought digital X-rays were safe, but hundreds of people have had their hair fall out and could experience long-term health problems. Cedars-Sinai is in Beverly Hills in California. It's one of the hospitals where the movie stars go to. And the hospital in East Orange is in New York, also a famous hospital. What I'd like to bring to your attention is in the state of Maryland study that found that dental offices using digital X-ray systems are over-radiating the general public. And if the staff is over-radiating the public, what do you think they're doing to themselves? Because of this ongoing problem in different industries, many states are requiring that anyone that has an X-ray write up a radiation safety program. This program is similar to an OSHA bloodborne pathogen program or a hazard communication program. These programs need to be developed or bought. You need to train the staff annually and purchase different items in order to comply. How could these overdoses happen if digital delivers about 25% less radiation than standard X-rays? We are the supplier of radiation badges to all of your customers, and we see everyone's dose report. For the last several years, we have seen a trend of higher and higher doses during this digital age. And this gal named Sue, sweet southern voice, calls up and says, I want to cancel our radiation badge service. I said, well, why? Well, our service tech is telling us that digital is totally safe so that we don't have to wear badges anymore. Radiation monitors are really the only way of knowing whether your X-ray is operating safely and have safe operating procedures. That's the only way. Even though you have a very safe machine, if you operate it incorrectly, it's not safe anymore, is it? You can see in September, using standard X-ray, going through standard X-ray procedures, she had about 3 or 4 millirems per month. That is about normal. After they switched to digital after 1 month, the readings are staggering over 5,000. Now I want to put that in perspective. 5,000 millirem is the maximum allowable OSHA dose that anyone can get in an occupational setting for an entire year. Sue received this after using digital 1 month, and she got over 5,000. Women in childbearing ages are extremely susceptible to this, and of course a fetus is extremely susceptible to this. 1 out of 3 people in the United States will get cancer. I mean, knock on wood, it's nobody in this room, but that's just a statistic. And obviously, radiation is one of the causes for cancer. So we want to do all we can do for ourselves, and again, for the innocents out there, the people that don't know any better. So how could this happen? Beep, that doesn't look so good. Beep, beep, beep. They're taking 4 to 5 times as many X-rays while standing there in the room with the patients. What we know is there are a lot of Sues out there. There's a lot of young women in childbearing ages who may not know any better because they are hearing that digital is totally safe. So we have to take the responsibility to try to get the message to them that there is no safe dose of radiation, that radiation is cumulative, and that radiation can cause cancer and other serious diseases. The dental offices are not taking advantage of the lower dose of the digital systems because they're taking multiple shots. So if it's 25% less, and I'm taking 5, obviously I'm giving them more radiation than on a standard X-ray. So we are asking you not just to go out there and do your job, but to join us to help make the dental office a safer place and give this radiation awareness information to your customers. So what exactly might we be telling them? The first thing we want to let your customers know is that radiation is a cause of cancer. Women in childbearing age are especially vulnerable, and their unborn children are even more vulnerable. The second item is a concept called ALARA, and that stands for as low as reasonably achievable. Radiation Protection Program goals are to minimize exposures to radiation to all office personnel and members of the public. The first concept of ALARA, as low as reasonably achievable, is to minimize time near the source of the radiation. The second principle is to maximize your distance. So we minimize our time, we maximize our distance, and we try to get some sort of shield, something in between the radiation source and ourselves. Like I said, 5,000 millirem a year is the maximum occupational dose that's allowed. However, for a fetus, for a fetal monitor, it's 1/10 that. Only 500 millirems in the 9-month gestation period. Nobody's going to have this. No one will ever have seen this. This is a fun thing to show off. This is showing that you guys are high-tech. I mean, if you got a high-tech badge, you got a high-tech camera, you got a high-tech X-ray, all right? So this is helping in general, okay? Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Let's all cooperate, okay? We can do it. Make the office a safer place.